Hey guys, so is this thing even on? Yep, it is good. So, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I'm outside with two of my dogs walking um, around the soccer field. Looks like they're doing some renovations out here, which is nice. And it's a pretty day, but it's cold. Um, we had 70-degree weather this past weekend, and now we're in the 40s. So I'm bundled up because I don't like cold weather. But today's video is going to be about having 6 dogs and some of the the fun things and some of the not so fun things. Unfortunately, one of the dogs got hurt this pet this week, and it wasn't a good situation. So, but that's what happens in life: good things and bad things. And so I'm gonna tell you about what happened to Toby. Toby is my mom's 4-year-old. 4 pound or 5 pound Yorkie, and he'll be, I think, 3 pretty soon. But he got hit by one of the big dogs on Monday. He was outside. I was outside doing some chores, and the big dogs were running around, and nobody saw what happened, but all I saw was him on the ground, and he was flip-flopping almost as if he was having like seizures. It was scary. It was really scary. And I just, automatically assumed one of the big dogs hit him. This has happened once before last year during Hurricane Helene. I live in North Carolina, so Helene came through and hit the mountains, and I'm a couple hours away from the mountains, but we were having flood warnings, and they were telling us to stay in the house. And unfortunately, the dogs saw another dog at the fence, and they were running the fence line, and Toby was running the fence line with the big dogs, and that didn't go so well. So we ended up going to the urgent care. Thankfully, he was okay, and he recovered within like a day or so. So this time we were like, okay, we're just going to watch him because he got better last time, so we'll just watch him. And but this time was a little different. We took him to the vet, and he ended up being put on a lot of pain medicine. He was put on 3 different types of pain medicine: a nerve pain medicine, anti-inflammatory, and a muscle relaxant. He had a neck injury, and it was just really sad to see. So after the vet told us, to make sure that he's stabilized and keep him from moving around a lot, which is hard to do, of course, for a dog. That thankfully, the medication makes him tired, so he is able to, be a little bit more slowed down than he would be without the medication. That's for sure. And today is Friday, and it happened on Monday. So 2 weeks of him really not being able to move around. And then after, 6 to 8 weeks before we'll really know if he's going to be able to walk again like he did before. He has also, I guess, kind of like vertigo from being hit so hard, and he's unstable, very wobbly. At first he was only walking backwards, and now he is walking forward but very wobbly and can't You know, can't, other than standing up to go to the bathroom. If he walks forward, he's leaning and not really walking right. So, which I, you know, he's not really supposed to be walking right now anyway. So not really going to be testing that. It's just when he's using the bathroom that we notice that's going on. He is able to eat and drink okay, use the bathroom okay. You know, everything else really looks good. But, you know, the reality of having 6 dogs, you do everything that you can to keep them safe. But just like in life, accidents happen. And this was an accident. We don't even know which one of the dogs had the accident or accidentally hit him. It was either the Great Dane or mine, Flick. So I'm walking with Flick and Nova. Those are 2 of my Pitbull-Boxer rescues. And these are my 2. So Flick and Nova are mine. Toby's my mom's. The Chihuahua is my brother's. And then the Dane and the big black and white Pitbull is my daughter's. So, you know, we usually don't have any problems. We went a whole entire year without having a hit like that. And they go outside and play, you know, every day, multiple times a day, because every time I have a break from work, or every time that, you know, after I get off work before the sun stopped, you know, or started going down so early, we would come outside and play for like an hour after work. Can't do that so much anymore because it's too dark. So, but haven't had any accidents until now. And, you know, it's going to be okay though. We're going to take the best care of him that we can, and, you know, do whatever we can to get him healthy again, keep him on his medication, make sure that, you know, he's eating and drinking and not moving for a couple weeks, and just see if we can get him all better and back to normal. But, you know, I've posted a lot of videos so far of just like funny things that happen. And yes, my dogs are funny and they're cute and they're super sweet, but things happen. You need to know the good and the bad. So I wanted to let people know what happened to Toby, and I'll put a picture of him up, and we'll be making more videos. I got my van video up, and so that was good. Of course, she's not built yet. I've got to take her to the builder in West Virginia, and I'll be taking her next month. So hopefully van adventures will start in March, but until then, I'll just let y'all know all about all of our adventures around here and life in general and the dogs until I start van life. And of course, mental health. I'll be doing some videos on education and things like that. And, you know, I'd love for you to like and follow and subscribe. There's definitely more to come.